Hello and welcome to another drawing session. So tonight, I thought that'd be fun to do some of the Fanuary 2024, done by, I think, let me check, 1 second. I think it's Tony Cartoonish is the guy who's doing the thing. I'm just gonna do the search. Yeah, think so. Yep, Tony Cartoonish. Okay. So yeah, he's the one who's doing this drawing challenge. Nice art, really nice art style. So yeah, I'm excited to try some of these. I don't think I'm going to get as many. Like I said in the first one, I'm only going to do a couple though, for my own sanity, because I have so many other projects. Like, well, what you see here with I'm working on an updated PNG tuber. I might even try, if this is really, if I like this enough, I might even just transition right into a VTuber, or I don't know. I might make one, but just for practice now, and then come back to it later. Because I might want to upgrade the suit again, now that I'm heading more in a fantasy area with it. Because I got like the vest has like these like layers of leather armor on it, which maybe I should make that look more like leather. Yeah, that would look cool. So yeah, that's the plan. It's just draw something from. Really quickly look up some Final Fantasy 9. Should have done this before stream, Sean. Shut up, I know. Jeepers, mister. I know. No. Come on. What? Really, Pinterest? You can't find Final Fantasy. Did I spell it wrong? No? Oi. Fine. Go to the larger internet and find lower resolution pictures. Oh, I do have a thing. I forgot. What's it called? Where'd it go? Creative Uncut. That's right. I forgot I have this. This is so useful. It's called, yeah, it's just creativeuncut.com. It's a site where you can, with like all the art books that have ever been made that have been scanned into here. So like it's just a free database of different stuff. There must be, I don't know. It's just a great place. I'm just gonna 9. Wait, what am I doing? I don't know where that went. The funny thing, okay, so the funny thing is, I even have this, I have this art book, so this is doubly not piracy, because I just can't find it right now. It's under a pile of books. Guys, don't make me a liar. What? Guys, what, but why? What? Vivi. What? Here we go. Okay. Found it. I think. Oh, right, because they did the Roman numerals. They forgot. So I was writing it wrong. Let's try it again. Here we go. I wonder if there's... There is! Oh my gosh! Oh, that looks gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Oh, what is this guy's... What is this art's... Oh. Man. What? You know what? I'm just gonna make a, 1 second, sorry. I'm gonna make a Puref board for this and grab all of the fun, because there's this artist that, does these watercolor concept art. Oh gosh, what's his name? Do they have it? Wait. Oh, it's Yoshitaka Amano, and a couple other ones like oh god, I'm not gonna try all these because that's probably the best one I'm gonna say, and that probably wasn't great. So okay. Oops. That's one of my characters I'm working on. She's the giant. Just trying to give her like this armor. Let's see. It's kind of funny how different what his art is versus what it looked like in the game, because they kind of, I mean, they kept the goofiness of Vivi, but because he's a cute little mage guy who's made out of dark magic. Essentially, he has no face. Like, he's just dark energy in the shape of a human in robes. And he doesn't even know how long he has to live, but he's just so chipper. He's just a smiley little guy. And meanwhile, you have the villain of the. He's kind of like a great like supporting character for the main character. I won't spoil 100% why, but just like his view on life just really helps the main character out a lot. And he's just so lovable. Just walking around in his galoshes. Little midget guy. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Trying to think of. Dude. Do 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 do. Man, Final Fantasy also had like the best music ever for a game. Like, I think that's what it's best known for. I mean, like, it's true the story could come to slow points throughout it, but like the throughout the game, like oh gosh, my brain just suddenly. Oh, the music. Sorry. Yeah, it's just like up there with like Star Wars. I'd say like with that. Gosh, I'm blanking on that guy's name. But like it's sometimes it's the best part of the game. Like Final Fantasy 11, I didn't. I'm sorry if this is unpopular, but I didn't like it. Oh no, 12. Wait, was it 13? 13 is the one I didn't like. But it's more just because the gameplay, the way it worked, wasn't for me. And if it's for you, then that's great. I mean, there's people that probably hate Final Fantasy VIII, but I think it was still fun. I mean, the coincidences in it are preposterous, but I don't care because it's just. And I think the junction system was something that should have been like maybe gone. I think I'm surprised they never went back to it and kind of augmented it to make it a little bit more balanced, because it seems like if you play the card game in the game. Sorry, I'm trying to communicate while I'm talking. That's why I'm not drawing at the moment. But if you played the card game early, you became this overpowered beast. But I don't like that card game. I didn't even play it in 9 really, except for when you had to get a certain thing, and I had to keep reloading because I had no cards. And I kept losing. It's like how in The Witcher I think if I go back to The Witcher, I'll try and learn Gwent, because there's an important set of armor you can, or not important, but a cool set of armor that you can get in one of the expansions. And a piece of it you win by getting Gwent, by beating someone at Gwent. Sorry, I just gotta type this. I'll be right. Good timing, Sean. You could have done this before. I'll be right back. Oops. Okay. Sorry. Back to things. Oops. 1 second, where to go? I think 9 I just love so much because it had all these different, like, really creative, like, I'm really into fantasy stories, and like 9 kind of went back to the old school way of Final Fantasy, where like it's very creative with like how it did its characters and how it did the stories. Like the characters all look like they're from, like they were based upon like the old job class system from the old games. So like you have someone who looks like a knight from one of that you would see probably in one of the other games, and you have the thief character and the dragoon character who's basically just a person with a spear, and then you have the weird monster guy, chef that eats whatever he cooks. But what the? Why did that one? Oh, because I see why. I know what I'm doing wrong here. Sorry, one more sec. I'm getting reference, and I was wondering why the images were so low res. It's because I'm clicking on the low res image to drag over to use as reference, and it's like, John, this is exactly what you used to complain about as an artist. And people would be like, "Can't you just trace over this?" And it's like, I can. I don't want to, but I can. Like, please don't make me. What should I do? Drawing of Garnet. Sorry, I'm going to show you what once I get some of these more of these. I'm going to grab one more image, and then I'll show you what I'm working with. What? Oh, I did it again! God, stop trying to make shortcuts. There's no shortcuts when getting reference photos. Wait, maybe if I just do this. So I know it's the next picture. Yep. Oops. No, what did I do? Okay. I'm going to change the screen for 1 second, and I'm going to change... Oh. Either way. I don't have to, but I'm going to change it. Let me see... Oops. Well, just so you can see... Yeah, see? This is all my reference images over here. There. Here, I'll move it over so you can see it for 1 second. Aye. These are the characters for the game. This is the art. Oops. Okay, those are the low-res pictures. But, like, I mean, look at these. Like, look at that. That looks so cool. Like, his style was just really interesting. Oh, I didn't get a picture of him. I still need to do that. 1 second. Just get that, and then I'll call it. 1 second. And get back on track. Because I have to grab the... Because that's what the artist drew as concept art, and this is what got in the game. A little different. Much more easy to animate, so I can see why they simplified it down, because like nowadays someone could probably do this, but back on the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, I think, maybe this was just, no, this was, I think 10 was one of the first ones on 2. So I think this was still on 1. I could be wrong. I know it's hard to remember because back then backwards compatibility wasn't so much an issue, so I could still play this once I had the PlayStation 2, which was good because I think we had to trade that in to get the PlayStation 2. I mean the original PlayStation. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you. Sorry for this being kind of a... Let's see. There we go. Okay. Now we're back. Now I have my reference for all these characters. So now I'm going to draw like... Draw my party. Heroes. That's a bad spot for his tail. Yeah, it's just a really fun story, and in this, and some really creative um, story like elements that were brought into the game from like the gameplay. Like for instance, one of the characters she deals with some pretty heavy like trauma with like certain things happening to her family, and like she it changes how she plays in the game. Like for a while she's a caster and she's supposed to heal, but she'll sometimes fail, which was hard because it made things so much harder after that. But it's a cool thing to do, and really like to make that character believable in that situation, like everything that she went through. But yeah, it's a fun group of scrappy heroes. Really fun dimensions, like they're all like cartoony, and this guy's just got a big belt. he's a little like a dwarf kind of shape. I'll fix his arm. Yeah, I'll do it later. This is still the rough drawing, so I'm gonna draw Kina in the background because I do love a dragoon. She's, or is that, what was her name? Kaya? I already forgot. Let's see. Oh, Freya. I was way off. Come on, I should know that. She's a. That's based off. I believe it's Norse mythology. There's someone named that in. But anyway, yeah. Zidane. Where's the villain? Oh, come on. Did I miss him? Where's some Kuja art? How do they have everything but the villain? That's such a weird thing to leave off. They have like pictures of like all the characters. What? Somebody changed. Oh, those are the oh, she's cool. Plus, I love that in the story for this, like, some of the people you're going up against are just from the princess's nation, so they're not bad. So, but they're just misinformed about like what's going on and who's manipulating who, and so it makes you have that situation where like you have to get into fights in the game with good people, and later in the story they find out the truth, but it's kind of like it's interesting seeing like the characters you're playing painted as the villains. I mean, it doesn't help that the main character, like Zidane's a thief, so he's kind of like already kind of not a good guy, and then but he's pulled into something bigger than himself, and kind of things go off the rails. So. I'm gonna switch to black and white because this is gonna make a terrible thumbnail otherwise. Terrible. Let's see. Where was I doing? Where'd it go? Okay. This was just to kind of lay out some of it. I kind of went too far with the character designs. I wasn't supposed to go this far. Plus, they're all really small. Like I mean, like dimension-wise, they all seem. Although those like I showed you the original artwork made them look bigger, but they kind of cartoonized them. I'm trying to decide which one I should. I'll use the game because that's what I know. So like I'll do like these really huge like hand bracers, I guess. I don't know why he has. They would just bang all around if there is metal in there, so I don't know why he's doing that, but whatever. I'm wielding 2 knives because he's a knife user. That's not a knife. How was that? Did it sound like him? Got this belt. Kinda, I guess it's just loose, kind of, so it's just like. It's where he holds one of his knives. There's these 2 slots. It is kind of funny that the villain in this is very like nihilist and very like he finds out that he could expire any day, so he's just like everything is pointless then. And Vivi the magician finds out that he could die any day, and he's just like, well then every day I'm alive is a gift. And it's like that's you go talk to the villain. Explain this to him. Maybe he'd stop being so evil if you just had someone like you around. It's always chipper. But obviously, with good storytelling, it's like it's a moment where it's like it's too late for him. Like he's had this drilled into his head for too long, and that he's nearing the end, and it's a shame. I mean, when the stuff he does kind of like cancels out feeling too sorry for him because he's really a jerk. But gonna make his hair higher. Higher, I say, higher! It's starting to look like Squall more than. How do you do this? I'm trying to think of my style, how to do his hair. Because it's like a bicycle helmet around his head. I might kind of just go with a little bit more of Amano's original design for the hair anyway, because outside of 3D, drawing this from every angle looks weird for me with my style, because his dimensions are like here's his head, his hair's like this and parts here. So there's like all this space up here for his hair, and I'm just like I don't know. I mean, I like the character designs, but I don't want to. They just don't work with my arts the way I draw. So, because I'm always pushing myself to try and stick as close to human proportions as I can, and I think this is just like too much of a characterized person. Which isn't me like I said, it's not me knocking on them. It's me saying that their style is just so different from mine. but I'm nowhere near a mono. Well, yeah, no. I would love to learn how he did. It would be really fun to look into how he did his watercolors. Like if he had, like to learn how to do things at that level, which maybe I'll do this year actually. Maybe I'll like try and do some traditional stuff with my channel, because that was, I don't think I said that in my last stream, but it would be nice to start another series of videos for just traditional stuff, because it feels like I've kind of, I mean, I know I was trying to, do digital so that I could get faster, and so I could do my webcomic and have a channel at the same time, which is, if I ever get those two things juggled, it's going to be an interesting feat. But I've seen people do it, but it's not easy. But because I've definitely gone faster. I still got to work on my line work a little bit, but it's much better than it used to be. And I think as long as I'm more confident with like sticking with my line work, that would really help. Because I think like that Dragonborn drawing, I noticed that I abandoned a lot of the original like line work I did for it, and that was a mistake. I should have stuck with it because it was good. And I think if I continue with that one, I'm gonna definitely go back and like, oops, I'm gonna put him on a different layer. I don't know. Why did I draw him on the same layer? Oh no, you fool! But yeah, if I go back to that one, and I might, because it's a fun drawing, trying to do a with the modern setting. It was a pretty cool idea. But I think I'm gonna definitely try to just make it more. Spend more time with the line art and then go in with the color afterwards, because I think I was kind of trying to just like paste color on color and not be confident with my line, which is always a mistake, because I think my better drawings that I did last year were the ones where I stuck with my line art, like the Blood Witch and the Candy Witch, which was probably one of my favorites. It's like she was pretty much 100% of her was just like from the original drawing. So definite proof that that's the best way to go, I think. And for people who've seen He-Man, yes, Orko kind of, I mean, yeah, Vivi looks like Orko if he had legs. He's just, I think that was just, like, I know I was just making fun of his hair, but the shapes of these characters is so fun. Like, because they just have these huge hands and feet on these small bodies, so. Actually, I'm gonna keep her hat. She does wear something over her face at a time, but I like her hair, so I'm gonna try and keep it there because she's got this nice flowing hair. Looks cool. And it kind of goes like into this tassel at the end, kind of. I'll have this done by tonight, but like I said earlier, I'm kind of trying to just do a couple of these. Actually, I'm gonna have him facing the other way, kind of like guarding their backs, looking over his shoulder. So he's gonna have his sword sheath on his back. Doesn't work there. He's got this really heavy, like, eyebrow line. Very stern kind of guy. But very caring of the princess. Like, he's only trying to everything he does is to protect her. So he's a royal knight. So getting pulled into some work with thieves was not his. He was not happy. She looks too sure in this picture. That doesn't really fit her that well. At least not for early in it. That's really not enough. If I make that smaller, that'll work. It's gonna make room for her whole body in here. Like, I'm trying to squish her down and like cartoonize her a little bit with these proportions, and I don't want her to be like too much and disproportionate. I mean, they kind of are anyway, but. Gotta move her up. Going up. There we go. This isn't a very good picture of her. I wonder if I have to just look up something really quick. There we. Oh, okay. Here we go. I mean, that's useful. Definitely has. She has this jewel hanging from her neck. She's got these poofy shoulders things. Her shirt, I guess, goes into her pants. Like it's like a what's it called, a bustier or garter, kind of. But it's like it turns into like part of her upper outfit, and it's her pants. So that must be really awkward to get off. Like, end of the night. Well, I'm gonna be busy for the next hour getting out of this. Good thing I'm not dead tired. Oh wait, I am. Yeah, I found some other rendition of her, which actually looks kind of like Tifa from Final Fantasy VII too, a little bit more, but at least it's more clear on what her outfit looks like. Because that side angle is only a little bit useful. Kind of left a little bit unknown, so kind of have to figure out the rest. Let's see if I can. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where? It's funny because in her regular art, she is wearing a two-piece suit, but then they turned it into a one-piece with a weird, like, frilly. Unless those are two pieces and I can't see the line, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's everything. The Knight's Eldebert Stainer, his original like concept art makes him look like a Witcher character. He's like so hard. He does not look like he fits in this game at all. Like fun, exciting characters, and then Knight in black, and it's like, oh, okay. Oh, there's Kuja. Kuja's a villain. Weird name, but weird dude. I'll figure out his posing in the back. He's definitely taller than her. I know that much. He's taller than most of them. And Vivi's a tiny little guy. Little guy, little guy. His striped pants. And he's all black. Like, he's like this, like I said, he's like a void. Like, there's... It's not even like... You don't ever see his face. Because he doesn't have one, I don't think. He's just... magical energy in the shape of a person. Which would make him scary if he wasn't so... like, such a kind character. Maybe I'll make her like a hand kind of leveled out to counterbalance him casting a spell with his... Or he's like enchanting Zidane's blades with fire. Why did I do the monster song for a second there? Do 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 do. I guess we're at that time where I'm starting to just give myself, since I can't hear your music, I'm making my own. And I'm worried if I turn it on, it's going to do that annoying double speak thing. So I don't want to do that. A little bit more in for her shoulders. That's better. I like her design. She looks good. She's kind of got this like wide stance, kind of like she's trying to copy the main character a little bit, but she's not as sure with what she's doing because she's a princess. She just not a fighter. Belt buckle on her. Oh, is that where she... I don't know. There's just... Is there two? Maybe it's on the other one too? It's like a... I don't know. Maybe there are segments to her clothes, but it's just hard to see them because of how this is drawn. Or how they rendered it. But... you use it, so... people even... Can you see? I think? Maybe not. She's going to be holding onto her staff with both arms. She's got these... clothing is poofy. Sorry, it's getting kind of... we're at the... things are getting a little bit more sketchy stage of this. But I'm liking how these characters are coming out to a degree. I mean, there's obviously things that... blah, words. There's things I want to fix. But... I want to tighten in his design a little bit more so that it's still the right shape, but just not as like half his head is his hair. So I'm going to change it so that it's more like looks more proportionate and correct. So, but I like all the little details. Like they're really... Square Enix puts a lot of work into details. Sometimes a little too much, but here I think these are okay. They're a little comical with how, like what their suits look like, but at least it's not like 10, where the main character looks like he went to go do a slam dunk in a I know sports. He went to do a slam dunk and he got his foot stuck in the hoop. In the net. You know, where the ball goes, that place. I know things. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 yeah, it was between this or... well, there's a couple things. There's so many... because the prompt is quest. So, I was trying to think of games that really... where the art and the style and the storytelling, like, inspired me in some way, and this is definitely one. 7 was also one, but I figured I tried to do one that less people would do, which maybe I should have done 7 because maybe I get more traffic, but I think that there's a lot of people out there that like this though, so I kind of want to give them something different to look at. It's funny seeing like her done in my with one of my characters, but I don't like that. I'm gonna make it so her hair's out of the way because I don't do that really. I don't do the whole like hair in the way of the. Yeah, still works. Yeah, she's just kind of looks more worried than like most of them are trying to be tough, and she's just like, I'm not equipped for this. I'm not a warrior. Just a princess that up until a few days ago was just chilling out watching operas. Now these monsters are trying to assassinate me, so kind of scary. How are we doing? I'm gonna do throw in some color, but then I'm not gonna make it. This is just for flats. This is not, which is when I just put the like the initial colors in. It's not like something that I have to stick to, but it's just so that I have something for later. Oops. Oops. Behind these. Give them all a little bit different medium skin tone, because like she's gonna be a bit lighter, medium to her. Oops. She's got these gloves with like figureless gloves. He's in the background too, so his medium skin tone is going to be darker. Let's see, what does he have for his? Nope. I do not have one. Oh well. I'll improvise for now and I'll look it up later. Pretty sure he's mostly covered with metal, so I don't see too much of him. I think maybe you see his legs, but from this angle, at this moment, it's going to be pretty difficult to anyway. Oops. Tough, because he's got his backs like this to this, his legs circling like this and like this. Okay. better. Okay. And Vivi is mostly blue. It's like a sky blue. This is probably why it's so much fun to draw. Just really bright, fun colors. And he's got an enormous, like, bright hat. It's almost, it's like nearly orange. So I'll do like this color because this is actually a little brighter, but it's okay. I can always darken it a little bit. When I go and do the actual art. And for the leather on his gloves, he's got like a... Oops. Oh no, I was right, and then I got rid of it. So I can... Like he has... Even, I guess they liked using this color for leather. Or I might change it a little bit for hers, but they're very similar, at least in this picture. They're both like have like a reddish leather for their gloves. Might make the wood he's holding actually like white almost. Or no, black. It's gonna be nearly black actually, or like a very dark green, like a giant root that he's holding up. And so Dane's got some of my favorite colors. He's got like a turquoise for up here. And then he's got a navy color for his jeans. I know I could probably just autofill, but I'm not sure how much of these are. Like, since this line work is so loose, I'm worried that it might just pop right out. He's got blonde hair, so I think for him. Oh, is it like a? Trying to see how. It is pretty bright, so I'll keep it like this. I can always add dark parts to it, but he has really bright blonde hair for the most part. Like, kind of in the shadows, it seems like it's getting more dirty, but I'm going to keep it bright because the original art was bright. And you've got like white shirt and boots with white tips. The other one's behind him, so I can't show it. I think they're in green boots. He's got, this is white on him. Once I get the color in for the first 3, I'll call it, I think. But I just want to get I just want to get the flats down, and then I'll call it a D. But this is so much fun, though. Honestly, like these are just really fun characters to draw, and I hope you've enjoyed watching it because it's been so much fun drawing it. She's got, I might make this a little bit more orange. Yeah. But like this tank top, this like dress going around her. It's like this. Oops. It's really bright, fun color. What I mean, like they're just like really fun color. Like you usually would see in a fantasy like drab colors or something, but they really went like really bright and exciting. So I think that's why I like it. Part of it anyway. That and the story, like I said, is just a really fun story. You don't usually get that. Like usually it's things more like one note, like Final Fantasy VII is a good story, but it's mostly about, well, it's about memories, and it's about, it's got like a pollution kind of message in it too, so. And this is more about just like life, so I kind of like it better. Oops. I should have used that one brush for her hair, but that's okay. This is just like a light concept for her, or what color the hair is going to be. And then just like that white again. She's got really she's got this gem that's on a necklace. And I'll make her staff closer to white. Like I think it's going to be a light blue. Do, 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 do. Going up into this. This crystal that's glowing. Then she's got for her boots, I think. Let's see. Her boots are a little bit redder actually than this. They're more like that. Okay, her boots are more like this. And I'll move all this around when I get finished. As I said, this is just a placeholder until kind of like his, or I'll just make his similar just to save time, but it might change when I get around to the yeah, this is looking good though, I think. And then for him, I am going to try and get some of them done. Like he's just got this like sheen, only because he's this is going to be really quick because his is mostly metal, so I'm just going to give him this like dark, this subdued blue for all of it, even though some of it's supposed to be gray. I think actually this is, I might go more into a gray for this part because it's supposed to be like chainmail. And then maybe the sword sheath is going to be brown. Like them. Sword's going to be a dull gray and a silver. His armor around it. Maybe part of his boots are this color. Just trying to fill him in. I'll figure out exactly where he is when I get to the, like this finished, but I'm really roughing him out in the background, kind of filling in the space in the, because I imagine. Yeah, his hands would be coming out of there, so it'd be metal, and then here, and then metal for his knives. And blue eyes. And glowing eyes. I think they're yellow, which is why I'm probably going to go more into this for the brown for his hat probably. But yeah, this is coming along. I'm liking these a lot. These look great. Like. Here's my, oops, try and zoom in just right so that it's, that's good. Yeah, I think they're coming along nice. They have a nice, and then I'll have like the foreground and background be like this. I'm probably gonna have just like silhouettes of monsters or something around them. Or maybe even just like something in the back I might like do a thing where like the villain's on a hill, on a like cliffside above them and looking down, and it's just a silhouette. We'll see. I was really just thinking like just vines and little critters running around them. But yeah, it just has to show that it's a quest, so I don't want to go crazy. This was really fun, honestly, so I hope you all enjoyed watching, and I'll be streaming again on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so if you like this, please like and subscribe and leave a comment, because I love to hear your opinions on things, and just any suggestions in the future are always nice. But I think I'm gonna do, I'll probably, if I don't finish this, maybe I'll work on this some more, and then I'll do maybe another prompt, or I don't know, I'll think of something bigger that I can do on, because since it's a Friday, I'll probably try and do like over 2 hours, so